excited. I just want to do this video really quickly, kind of talking about my local airfield, sharing this place with you guys. It's pretty amazing. There were a couple cats here earlier. They always meet up usually in the mornings. We got our morning crew, we got our afternoon crew, and we got the evening crew. And there's actually even a weekend crew. So here we are at the airfield. I don't know if I can, oh, we can flip it. There's all the little, what do you call those? You can test and tune your nitros, set up your plane on them like a stand. You got some tables, a couple boxes out there, a few boxes out there where you can fly. The runway is about 500 feet. Nice little clubhouse. I'm just topping off a couple batteries. It's charging it, okay. One of my rookie mistakes is I didn't recharge my rechargeable batteries. Usually I keep a couple batteries with me, but of course I cleaned out my bag the other day and I took them out. I just need to stay on top of recharging those. We can recharge them like 1,000 times, plus they're like 1.5 volts, so those are really nice. Got to redeem myself with the A10. I've had a couple rough landings with it, honestly. Of course, it's fine now. You know, I've done all the work to it. I'm not going to go over all the bad landings that I had. Hopefully, we have a couple good ones. I wish I would have had my hat cam. I would have probably recorded for you guys, but fortunately, I don't have that. And obviously, I'm here by myself, and I have no one else to record it. So, but yeah, we just got what we needed, a little battery checker, a little voltage alarm, make sure we don't let the battery run too low. And then the 6S packs, I do have, I think, all of them charged. The Emerald's charged, my two ZE batteries, I guess, that's ZEE, whatever that means. Two of those batteries, I think they're actually pretty decent. So, got these bad boys right here. 60C, I don't think that's a true rating. I think they're more like 45, maybe 30. They're at least 30, possibly 45. I don't like when companies put 60C. It's not really 60C. It's more probably closer to a 50 or a 45 in my opinion. Spectrum is probably the most accurate one when it comes to C ratings. That's why I really want some. They're just very expensive. I think we're looking at like 130, 140 for a 500. So I'm probably going to try to get their 4,000. I don't really need a... Let me turn the camera this way. Oh, my registration is locked. Oh, rookie mistakes. I'm not sure. I can't see the chat. Here we go. Live chat. All messages are visible. There we go. So I just wanted to make sure the messages were popping up and everything. I had to click on that. So I appreciate whoever you are hanging out with me. Oh, we got a couple people now. There we go. So yeah, this is the A10 Warthog. It's been through some battles. It's had some use, but I absolutely love this plane, honestly. Difficult in the sense that it's a fast plane. It can do, with the proper battery, they've clocked it in between 117 and 118, so basically about 120 miles an hour. Hey, RC Love. Or Love RC, fellow flyer. Yeah, I'm just at the local airfield right now, getting ready to fly. There's a little window in the rain right now. It literally just got done raining maybe about I'd say maybe about 40 minutes ago, maybe an hour tops. We got a little wind though. It's not terrible. You can see the windsock is kind of coming in this angle. Nice. Glad you fly. Yeah, it was a little windy. I like to go in the mornings, and it's typically, sometimes it's more calmer in the mornings. Like I said, we got a little bit of wind. Last time I checked, it was about 6 miles an hour, 7 miles an hour. It shouldn't be too bad for this plane. As long as I'm probably gonna take off to my left. You can see the windsock there blowing. So yeah, running on some 4,000 milliamp batteries. I got 3 of them. I got my Emerald, and then got these 2 batteries, of course. They're topping off. I did a little rookie mistake where I didn't have my rechargeable batteries charged up. These will recharge 1,000 times. They're 1.5 volts. So I'm just kind of topping them off because it did give me a warning on that. So that's one thing you don't want to have is a low battery transmitter. I usually keep an extra set of batteries, rookie mistake, but it looks pretty good. I got all the ordnance off because it does slow it down a little bit. I'm going to make sure to be in power, obviously, when I land, probably about 15%, 10% at least. Yeah, I watched a few videos. The landings that I had weren't honestly that good. Yes, it did. It did get windy. And I wasn't expecting to fly today. I'm off because of work, you know, of the rain. And I just said, screw it. I'm going to go out and try to get a good landing with this. Just had some bad landings. So just as far as the damage, I'm going to share it with you guys. I don't mind. I broke my first landing. You can see this is not the original tear gears. I'm going to tell you one thing about this. Everything is sold out on it. I don't care what you want for this. It's sold out. Besides the wing and the fuselage, everything else sold out. So there's a piece of metal right here, and it's designed to literally break, I guess, to keep it from tearing it out of here and doing a bunch of damage to the fuselage. Well, it broke, and this is a Viper retract. You can see the rings from the Viper. Yeah, definitely a hard lane. And you do, like, you're right, you do need power landing. Everyone's like, oh, you need to slow it down. Well, they didn't realize how this plane reacts. So that ripped out the first time. That was it. I was surprised this didn't break off the first time. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. And oh, and this popped off right here. Yeah. And this popped off, the little gun, the second time. This popped off, the gun broke off, and then this back landing gear broke. Luckily for me, I have a bunch of jets and I have a bunch of extra retracts. And then, of course, the one I was most worried about, the most damage I was most worried about. Let me flip this over really quickly. Should have a towel or something, but it'll okay for a second. Not going to press too much weight on there. The retracts weren't that big of a deal. I addressed it. It looks a little wonky, but it does close up just fine. Everything's fine, right? Is this flap right here was damaged. It has like a piece of, I don't know, foam, whatever, that holds it. Well, it tore. So my instinct was order a new wing, but like, you know what? So I got these out of the Avanti S. I have extra ones. So I basically cut it out and slotted it in there and glued it. So now it has a hinge to keep this from, I mean, it was moving really bad. Now it's a lot better. And then the back one, this back elevator popped out. Luckily, I re-glued it. That's no problem. But this aileron this elevator completely tore off. So what I did is the same thing with the hinges. And then one of these broke. So I wanted them to be equal on both sides, so I put the same ones. You can see that they're a little bit smaller. They're still screwed in, so they're not gonna come out or anything like that. And then this piece broke off. So there was quite a bit of damage, but I was able to address it all. I was able to fix it. The landing gear opens and closes properly. You know, from 4 or 5 feet away, it looks flawless. So, and I don't have the ordnance, of course, because it does slow it down, and I don't want to damage the ordnance in case I have another. Let's knock on wood, but, you know, in case I have another wreck. But I made a channel. Thank you. I made a channel for the wire. So the way I've been doing it is I have a CG point right here. This is the furthest I want to go forward. Yeah, so this will technically be my third flight. So I made this as the furthest point I go forward. Usually I have a little bit back, but I don't want to go past this point. I used Velcro. The battery strap clips, hook things are too thick and too wide. Plus, you can only use the last one. So I removed that and just did Velcro, this kind of Velcro. I just have the wire go this way, plug it in, and you can see how the wire's right there. And I made a channel right here for the wire, and it works really, really well. And it's very well balanced. Maybe slightly nose heavy, but very well balanced. It doesn't tip real bad. I made sure I balanced it with the landing gear up because the landing gear goes forward, so that can change your CG. So yeah, I'm super excited. I wish I had my hat. Sorry about the hand. Wish I had my hat cam. I would pop this right on a hat cam. Would fly together, but I don't have it. So, and I don't have a tripod, or I'll just set up a tripod. But hopefully it goes well. I just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys, see what you guys are doing. I have tons of videos for the channel, cars, drones, planes, pretty much everything. So Super excited about that. I do plan on doing probably an Amazon giveaway soon on my next live stream, just to kind of give people a heads up. This was out of the blue. Yeah, I know. That's a bummer, man. I wish I was more prepared. It was kind of spontaneous because I really didn't plan on filming it today. It was kind of spontaneous, you know. Yeah, I'll let you know. Hopefully, all goes well. Hopefully, I can have a clean landing. At this point, once I get it up and once I take off, I'm perfect. I could fly it, no problem whatsoever. It's just the landings. If I can nail one landing, I think that'll give me my confidence back. I flew my F-86 right after it, had no problems. I'm really used to that plane. Like I said, this plane's a little different. It's got a lot of power, and what fools me on this plane is the speed of it. It's so small. It doesn't look like it's going as fast as you think, but it's moving. This thing will go really fast, especially with the 60C supposedly rating battery. This thing will do, you know, easily 100. I do have a data recorder box, technically, that I could throw on there. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I might, just out of curiosity, to see the speeds that I'm achieving. I wish I had another phone and have it live, like on the side, and I could see my airspeed. That would be incredible. Let me move some of this stuff. I keep all kinds of spare goodies with me. I hate coming up here and not having an adapter or a wire. Actually need this lanyard for the controller. But I have this little data record, and I tell you what, this thing has been rock solid with recording information on all my planes, boats, everything pretty much. So I don't know if it's charged. I could throw it on a charge real quick. Maybe if I tell you what, if the first landing that I do goes well, I'll throw this box in there. And I'm just curious to see its I'm curious to see its potential, like how you know, how it's gonna land. I'm obviously gonna wait a little bit just because I want to get these AA batteries charged up a little bit. Is this one full yet? Nope, it's still charging. Just needs a little at the end. It's finishing up. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and switch this one out. So I'm just trying to top them all off a little bit. Rookie mistake. I had other rechargeable batteries in there and everything, and I took them out like a fool. But we'll go ahead and just kind of juice them all up. Let me see, is that lit up? Yep, that's lit up. So we'll just kind of juice them all up, get some power in there. And yeah, man, I wish I could record this flight for you guys. I'm looking actually into putting the rechargeable pack in here. It's not too bad, honestly. I think it's like 40 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. And I do have the recharge. That charger will actually charge it, no problem. So what else? Trying to think if anything else is new for the channel. I'm trying to give you guys... Oh, no. Is it raining? Please don't be raining. No, we're still good. I mean, it's getting close. It's probably in the far side over there. It might be some rain. You can see clearing that we had kind of come in. I'm just hoping I get a few more minutes of charging these batteries. Let me rotate one more. Which one was it? Let me see if I can feel which one's warm. Yeah, this one's warmer, so it's obviously the one that's not warm. So I'm trying to essentially put some juice on all of them. That's not a good idea. You definitely want your transmitter to have a certain voltage. It does have a low voltage alarm, so it gets below the, you know, the 3.7, 3.8, it will not allow me to fly. I can tell you that right now. It'll beep and give me all kinds of problems. So there's that. So as far as the channel goes, I got a drone that I'm going to be debuting soon. This thing is really, really cool. It can do some cool stuff. I'm looking at a couple other vehicles. I'm not sure how much you guys are into rock crawlers and stuff. Obviously, planes is going to be a big, big factor on this channel because I absolutely love them. I really want to give, you know, a shout out to this organization, man. They're just amazing. You know, they help you out in any way you can. They have training nights. I need to give them a shout out because they've just been so good to me. This is the real deal here. And I love other organizations as well. You know, I want you to support your local organization and your club just to see them do well. Not only just fly there, but become a member. Help them maintain and keep this hobby going. You know, even if it's nitro electric, whatever it is, just keep it going. So it is picking up a little bit, I would imagine. It's still not completely vertical, so it's not good. It's not all the way out, so that's a good thing. It's about roughly about the same as before, maybe 7-8 miles now. I will check it. Ooh, we do have a handy dandy radio switch here. I love this place. So you just, oh, hold on. I don't think it's on. Usually it's on where I flip of the switch. Might not be on in there. No. Where is it broke? I hope it's not broke. Because this thing's been here for years. You would be able to flip a switch. Feels like the toggle's not staying. Feels like it's a connection issue in the toggle. Now it's actually staying down, but it's not. I don't know. Hopefully the weather didn't mess it up, because it was nice. It would give you the actual airport that's that way. It would actually give you, you know, pretty much all the information, the wind speed, the precipitation, humidity, dew point. I mean, everything you would ever want to know, dew points, everything you'd want to know, it would tell you. So, but yeah, I don't see anyone else coming up here. So I'd say another couple minutes, and I'm probably gonna wrap this up here in a few minutes. The cool part is it actually has a flight simulator. I'll give you a little tour. I don't want to, you know, give too much information, but give you a little tour. So we got a nice fridge. You can buy poppin' ice cream. I might have not turned on the power. You know, we got like flight simulators for you guys to help out with flying. They keep some drone gates here, some other stuff, microwaves, music, coolers, chairs, cones, just pretty much everything. So honestly, this place has just been so good to me. Everyone's so friendly, made a lot of good friends here, and it's just the place to be, in my opinion. You know, it's the same thing at a dirt track. When we used to go dirt racing on this dirt stadium trucks, it was the same kind of community. I love the RC community, whether it's drone plates, drone boats, planes, cars, whatever it is, it's amazing. So, yeah, I love this battery checker. I always run a voltage alarm. I don't have a telemetry receiver. Now, the remote will do telemetry, the receiver itself. They do have an add-on modular that I could plug into the receiver that will do telemetry. I'm probably going to look into that. But this will voltage alarm, I set it to 3.7, giving myself plenty of time to land. I don't want to rush a landing. And another thing is, what we were talking about it being in power, is these blades, when they don't turn, they create a lot of drag, especially the way they're designed for air to go in. It creates a lot of drag. So honestly, you have to land with power. But it's just the rivets, as far as like foam planes, this is as good as it gets. I know it's been wrecked and there's a little damage and a little glue here and there. It's not perfect, but just the detail, the rivets, and just how it's designed, and all the little stickers and all the little things that just make it, and the ordnance makes it look absolutely incredible. I'm glad to have the gun back on here. And then this obviously needs a little touch up here and there, and maybe some new stickers, which I'm looking into, a little touch up on the wing. Nothing major that's gonna really affect its flying is what really matters, to be honest with you. The pilot looks good. The instrument panel looks good. I like it, so I'm impressed. It does have lights. It does have your wing tip lights, just kind of navigation lights, kind of give you direction. So if you're, for instance, if you're in a cockpit, you look to your what is it, you look to your left, it's green. You look to your right, it's red. So just kind of, you know, as you're going this way, you can tell which way you're facing, because you would see the green or the red, and you can tell which way you're pretty much facing, this way or this way. So that's kind of nice. So I think we're about there, topping them off. I just wanted to get a little juice on them because they were low, they were beeping. Well, sorry for my moving around and shaking a lot. I apologize about that. I'm just trying to kind of think about everything. I did stick a bunch of stickers on my bag, and you see my battery box. It is crazy with every brand As far as what I keep in the bag, obviously the remote goes in the case. This has a bunch of screwdrivers and tools. I do like to keep extra wires, receivers, plugs, bind plugs, a wheel. Over here, the most common things that get damaged at an airfield is your retracts. I do like to keep retracts. A couple more retracts with the motors. Double-sided alien tape. This stuff is reusable. You can clean it, reuse it. This stuff's crazy. An adapter for every known battery. Like, adapters will make or break you in this game. You buy a battery and it's not the right adapter, you have to cut it, solder it. You can just throw it on and use it for multiple vehicles or planes or boats, whatever it may be. Plenty of glue, tape. Hot glue gun is amazing. I highly recommend having a hot glue gun. You only have to wait till it cools and it's dry. Obviously, a USB adapter for charging, like the little modular box there. I didn't realize I had two. Pair of pliers, different sets of pliers, different kinds of glues, different charging connectors, another different kind of charger to do more than one battery. So you want to pretty much have everything you could think of. More kind of glue. These are for rechargeable batteries. I wonder if I put a set of batteries in here. Man, that's foolish because I have the charger. I need to put a set in there. Tape measure to measure, make sure you got your CG correct, where the lines are for the CG. And then obviously the original one that I replaced on the A10. This is the original front gear. Or no, this is my extra good one, the original front gear. No, this is the one that broke. So you can see right here. See this? It almost looks like plastic. It's like a cheap popcorn metal. It's designed to break and give. What happens is it breaks there. Instead of tearing up your fuselage and costing you more money, you can actually buy all these pins. It's like $5.99 and they're constantly sold out. The front gear was sold out. Just tons of stuff was sold out. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Just doing a quick little live video, just talking about airplane stuff. Just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys for a little bit. Thank you for stopping by. I am going to do some planning as far as the channel goes. I do want to do a couple set live streams where I'm going to plan on doing a giveaway. It's probably going to be coming up soon. I would imagine next few weeks. I'm probably going to do it up here, kind of promote the airfield, and then also, you know, help you guys out with that. So it should be, I'd say it should be in the next week or so. Of course, there's going to be a notification going out. Just it's not like this one spontaneous. I need to notify you guys. I apologize. I just was in a good mood, and I'm waiting on some batteries to get topped off. And I figured I could share the A10. Technically, I have not even released the video on it. So it's like, it's a little ahead of its, a little ahead, but you know what? Why not, you know? If you want to stay tuned, because the full unboxing, build guide, tips, how easy it was to build, information, battery sizes, CG, setups, all that will be coming up very, very soon. There is one product technically ahead of it, which is a really, really nice drone that can that can do water, land, flight. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm really excited about that. There's a couple other products that my fiance got for me that I'm super excited about to share with you guys. There's gonna be some modding done to that one as well. Modding as far as this one goes, it doesn't need anything. It sucks that the ordnance isn't on here, so maybe we'll save that and you'll see how good it looked. You know, it's kind of a bummer the ordnance isn't on there because it would look stunning. It's about a 117 to 120 mile an hour EDF jet. 6S, big 6S power, EC5. Running it on a DX8E, which is basically the DX8 without the fancier rubber grips, voice, and the buddy link wire. It does have the wireless one. So it's basically the same thing, $100 less. So I didn't think, for voice and those couple little things, I didn't think it was worth an extra $100. Obviously, they have the new NX8s, which I heard they're really, really good. We'll have to find out. So yeah, I basically wanted to get enough power in these batteries so I could fly. I don't want the low battery warning to come up when I'm flying. That's one thing I don't want to happen. So that's why I'm trying to juice them up as much as I can. It's kind of a rookie mistake not having extra batteries, but what are you gonna do? This one is still charging very slowly. Make sure it has a good connection. Don't be afraid always connecting 6S's. They spark a lot. Don't freak out like you did something wrong. They spark really bad. These connectors can wear out. Those little connectors, actually more or less this side of it. These little, or no, what side is it? It's this side. These little balls in here, the 4 mils or whatever they are, these can pop. So you can be on the lookout for those. I think it's one of the better ones. The old like school banana connector was just 2 big 4 mil connectors. I think those are probably one of the best. Those are typically used for, I think they're bigger than 4 mil. I think they're maybe even 6 or 8 mil. Those are used for the 12S. I technically have the wire to make a 12S battery. I don't have anything that runs 12S yet. The goal is to have a 12S EDF jet or a 8S, and then go from the 8S or the 12S to a turbine jet, which actually have a turbine pad over there where they actually fly jet turbines right there. So I am super excited to get to that level. Obviously, it's going to take some time. It's nothing you achieve overnight. You have to get a turbine waiver. Basically have to have a lot of flight time, a lot of experience. My goal is to get it within 5 years. I know that sounds like a long time, but I've only been flying since last year around the end of June. So technically it was only on the weekends. So I only had Saturday and Sunday. Most of the time was Sunday because I was working Saturdays. So I only had those weekends until around November, December. Then the winter time, I didn't even come up here and fly. So I had so much time that I missed. And then I came back 2 weeks ago, bought a new plane 2 weeks, well, not 2 weeks ago. I came back, this is my 3rd weekend, came back 3 weekends ago. Last weekend, I purchased this bad boy on a Sunday, came out here and flew and just did not have a good landing experience. And it does happen with new planes. I can take off, I can fly just fine. Great plane. Landings are hard on this just because of its speed, because you have to have a little bit of power. You cannot be on, it can fly slow. I've seen it fly slow. I haven't done that yet because I don't feel comfortable enough. I need to find out the stall characteristics, see where it stalls at. Obviously high up enough to catch it and be able to correct it and not wreck. There are just a lot of things that I still need to figure out with it. But I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. Right now, my favorite plane is obviously either the Avanti or the F-86. The Viper is just wonky from all the wrecks. Still love it, but it's wonky. Honestly, I'm looking at something that's going to be like a Viper or something that's going to be 8S power. Or even I think they even make a 12S, like a 105. I think the 105 is actually even 8S. So I have to go really, really big to get that kind of battery power. But honestly, if my goal is, as long as I make it to 8S electric and then go to a turbine, I'll be fine. But I have to get really, really good to get to that point. I just love the colors, the details, just everything about this, the camo. I'm not going to be flying too high or crazy. Like I said, I wish I had the hat cam for you guys. I'm so sorry that I dropped the ball on that. I really didn't plan on filming, honestly, because the video technically hasn't even come out for the product. So you're getting a sneak peek on this live stream. You know, what are you going to do? I might as well share it with you guys. The unboxing, everything's going to be very detailed. It is a little bit lengthy video, but I want to make sure when you purchase something like this, that costs $349. Plus taxes. I'm not going to do the tax math because every state is different. I want you to know everything there is to know about it. I'm not the best pilot in the world, but I will tell you its specs to detail. I'll tell you the wing length, the weight, anything you need to know, CG markings, anything or any trouble, anything like that, I'll help you guys. I'm pretty good at repairs. I haven't done touch-up paint repairs yet. The touch-up paint hasn't really been done to this to make it look like it never happened, which I can. I've done some serious repairs to it. I shared it earlier in the video already, you know, from the tough landings. I think the one that landed on the grass that I missed the runway a little bit was the roughest one out of all of them. It was really rough. So I'm hoping to redeem myself. The breeze is still about the same. It's kind of kind of coming from the side, and it's not good. You always want it to either be this way or this way. You don't want a tailwind. You don't want a nasty tailwind. So it's not the worst. I've seen it. It's about the same, still between 6 to 8 miles an hour, which is doable with this jet. It's powerful and heavy enough. With that 6S pack alone is 599. I think this one's about 580 grams. So you have plenty of weight there. With the battery, you're talking easy 9 to 10 pound airplane. So it's not something that's just going to get thrown around. It may fight the wind a little bit. I do have AX3X and safe. I am not going to be using the safe as far as the landings and stuff go, because I need to get the landings down. If I get in a hairy situation, it's nice to have it on a switch. Get out of safe, get to flying these jets without it, and use the AX3X is amazing. I have it on my Mustang, on my Otter, on pretty much all my planes have AX3X and a safe as a backup. It's just nice to have those things. You don't want to wreck these planes and lose them. That's one thing you don't want to do. It's harder, you know. I know how hard it is to earn money these days, and your dollar, you know, is very important to you. So I think this is about as long as I need to make this video. I just wanted to mainly hang out with you guys for a little bit. The videos, you know, on my part, I just haven't been cranking out videos like I usually do because of work and everything. So they're probably going to slow down to once a week. Unless I could squeeze another one or do like a random one or a live stream. It's most likely going to be once a week. And I apologize for that, but it's just how it is. In the off season, I could probably go crazy. You got to remember, not like before where I'm literally getting a video, filming it and throwing it out there. It's getting edited, uploaded, transferred, everything. So we're putting a lot more time and work into the videos for you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying them. I think the thumbnails look incredible. I think the editing is good, and it's just, you know, head it in the right direction. You know, we try to do our best to communicate and get you guys the right videos. There's a lot of stuff out there and a lot of products coming out, and they are getting more and more expensive, and it's just crazy. So by subscribing, it really, really helps the channel out, getting those views in there. And I need to get to a point where I get affiliate links to where it costs the same, but I make $1 or $2 just for doing the video on it. I've gotten a couple companies, but all of them wanted my personal address. They will not ship to PO. I will not deal with anyone that cannot ship to a PO box. I separate personal life and business. What else? I would love to work with anyone. Reach out to me. Direct message me on Facebook. Obviously, I'm going to look you up, make sure you're legit. But message me on Facebook. I always leave my information, such as Instagram, RC Cincy, and Facebook, RC Cincy. It's right there on my channel. It's not hidden or anything. Any companies that would love to send me out a product, I would love to do an honest review. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to fib to my subscribers. I'm going to do my best and give you my opinion. Whether it's right or wrong, that's for you to decide, but I'm going to do my best for you. So yeah, I would love to work with some. The challenge fell through. No one has replied in time. I wanted to do an RC Cincy mod/challenge series, and it fell through. I'm very, very disappointed. Not at you guys, but just no one reaching out. An actual YouTuber reaching out and wanting to do this collab. It would have costed nothing on their end. We would have both got the same RC car. We would have both got a budget. We would have did some fun, amazing videos. We would do some crazy mods, and then you guys would have picked the winner, and then the loser would have had to give away their car. It would have been a win-win for everybody. So it's kind of a bummer that not go through. What I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to buy the Mocha Control car, and I'm going to have to set a budget and do some crazy mods for it. You got, hold on. What did it say? It says, I got 5 planes from Big Go Hobby. They are done and they fly. Hey, they fly. Yeah, I tell you what, I've bought planes from different places. I've bought a lot of them, to be honest with you, because I do like the bind and fly, and I like the AX3X for stabilization. I don't need the safe, but I love the AX3X. It just makes the plane fly more realistic, a lot more smoother than I personally can do at my current skill level on the sticks. And then the safe is nice to have it. I try to stay away from it, but it is a nice feature. I bought, honestly, from Horizon Hobby, and it gets expensive, you know. Yeah, cars is a fun hobby. I tell you what, when I got in it was mainly focused on a long time ago. I actually got a nitro car. It was one of my first hobby grade vehicles. I love nitro cars. I got a nitro monster truck, and then I dabbled a little bit with helicopters. Then I got a boat. So I kind of dabbled with everything, especially on this channel. I try to go from like toy grade to hobby grade. But I tell you what, Horizon Hobby, the quality of their foam to where it's not pitted and rough. See how smooth that is, and the detail in it, the linkages, the product, just everything has impressed me over these years. As far as foamies go, I know balsa wood in the kit's always going to be better, and it looks this and it looks that. I understand that, but for the price and how easy it is to charge a battery and come out and fly, I think that's a game changer. And yeah, I've bought my first plane that I got that I would consider hobby. Well, no, I had the Beaver. I had the little Beaver that kind of got me into flying again. And then I had the little Cub knockoff. And then the first real, like really hobby grade was the 1.2 meter June Knight Mustang. Love that thing. My fiance bought it for my birthday. Then I went to a Viper 70 mil. Then I went to, I'm going to go from the Viper. Oh, then I traded to get I had the Viper. Then I traded to get a F86 80 millimeter in another 1.2 meter Mustang. Then I purchased a 1.1 or 1.2 meter Otter twin engine plane that can land on water with floats. That was incredible. Then I bought the Avanti, which is number 6. And then I got the 64 millimeter F-16 Falcon. Then I got the 64 millimeter F-18. Then I got the 120 size SOS or Sato engine that was on the P-40 big airplane. One, it just needed too much work. I ended up selling it for the same price I got it for. The motor was worth way more than that. The motor was like $300 new. And then I got the You Can Do Acrobatic with a 90 millimeter Sato on it, or 90.90 Sato on it, which is amazing. I'm actually giving that away for free at my local for the club itself. So I'm actually giving that to one of the members for free. And then I got the A10. So I've had 11 what I consider hobby grade planes. Oh, and I have an F-35 70 mil with a performance 70 mil all metal EDF with an 80 amp ESC that runs on 5S. When that plane came out, it ran on 4S with a 40 amp ESC. The guy completely modded it, had the motor, the metal housing and the blades in there professionally balanced. I don't know how he got that done and put it in there, and that jet is incredible. It has retracts. I can't wait to show you guys. I think I actually posted on my Facebook or Instagram. Check that plane out. Love RC. Check that plane out. That thing is wicked. It's made by Freewing. It's an F-35 version 2. Check that thing out. The motor and the power he put in it, I bet it can run on 6S. I know it can. The problem is the battery bay underneath is only so long and so deep, so there's no way a 6S would ever fit in there. I think a 5S 2600 or 3000 is as big as you can get, and it originally ran on a 4-cell, so it definitely got a bump in power. The 80 amp ESC is just excessive, and the motor in it is just excessive. I'm honestly probably going to put the 70 mil, like a 70 mil like Viper motor, plastic one, and take that one out and put it in like a kit. That is a setup that you want to take out and put it in a kit. I'm gonna do a video on it later, and then I'll put it out for you guys, showing you the all metal. I mean, this guy, and he did like a coating on it. He did like a fiberglass coating on the airplane, and it's kind of glossy, but like has a weird tint to it, and it strengthened the foam to where you squeeze it and it won't crush in. Like, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, this guy completely modded this F-35, and I should have brought it with me to share with you guys. When he sold it to my friend or whatever, the only thing was wrong with it, my buddy flew it, didn't have enough elevator authority, and he broke the front landing gear. I already done removed it. It's just the place where it's glued onto that little piece of plywood there. I'm gonna cut that out, replace it all, put a new gear in it, and I'm gonna fly that bad boy. I had a decent little receiver. I gave it back to the guy because he needed an extra receiver. I'm gonna put an AX3X receiver in there. I don't care about safe or anything, but I love AX3X, especially in something like that. It's just gonna be nuts. I'm gonna fly it like that, and I'm probably gonna end up switching it to a normal setup because that's just too much power for that jet. It's senseless. Like, that needs to be in something else, you know? Like, my Avanti has got a 120 amp ESC with an 80 mil, and that thing is nuts. I bet it'll do 130 all day long. But anyways, yeah, so I think these batteries charged enough. I'm gonna throw them in the remote. I wish I had a way of filming for you guys. I want to thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me. That's 40-minute run. So yeah, I need to go ahead and get out there flying, because it looked like some kind of rain's over there, and you can see that dark right there. There's rain out that way, and I could almost feel it kind of wanting to spit. So I'm gonna get off here, guys, and I'm gonna try to get this flight done really quickly. Hopefully I have a good landing, and I might just try to take off and land. I might not even fly around. Yeah, it's wanting to spit. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Maybe I'll do like a follow-up video, or maybe I'll do a message. Yeah, thank you. I actually love it. Like, look, that's a 500 foot long runway. That's incredible. And you have some trees there, but they're far enough out, it don't matter. Same thing here. It's nice and big and open. I love the clubhouse, the atmosphere. It's just a great place. Really need to come out and check it. Love RC. So thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. I will send out a notification for the next live stream. That's what I'm probably gonna do, some kind of Amazon gift card, something for hanging out or whatever. Is that charged yet? Nope. I really have to watch that. It's kind of slowly trickle charging it. So I'm gonna get this battery hooked up, get where's my voltage meter? Get everything set up. It's in there already. I'm just gotta plug it up. So, yeah, it does, but I mean, it's out there. Like, what I mean out there, can I zoom in? It's way, way out there. Like, you have plenty of room, believe it or not. Whoops, I exited out of the right screen. Whoops. Oh, okay. I hit the wrong button and I like exit all the things. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? They have a mow team that like comes out and mows and cuts everything. We actually got a little tar thing, and we sealed like I mean, there's dips and divots from it settling, but we like sealed all our cracks and everything. Like, they try to do a great job of maintaining it. But yeah. But as always, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, man, for stopping by and checking it out. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Have a good one, man. All you guys.